Hey YouTube, what is going on? The printer guy here, and today I'm going to be unboxing the HP SmartTank 6001 series. Not only am I going to be unboxing this printer, but I'm also going to be setting up Wi-Fi, setting up the app that you're going to print from, the HP Smart app, as well as showing you how to connect via USB to a PC as well. I'm going to be installing the ink and doing some other things, but I'm not going to be doing everything in this video because I'm going to be making separate videos. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth ink install video, print quality test video where I will be printing on photo paper, repair video just in case you need to know how to clean the print head if you're not getting good prints, a dedicated Wi-Fi connection video, and some other videos along the way as well as needed. Now, if you have not already purchased this printer, there's going to be a link for it down in the description below as well. Everything will be organized with products and videos. There's also going to be chapters down below this video, so you can skip around if you need to. If this video ends up being helpful, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. But without any further ado, let's get started with this unboxing. All right, so as we open up the box, what you're going to get inside the box is, of course, the printer itself, some startup ink, and a power cable. That is going to allow you to begin the setup process for this printer. If you want to print photos, of course, you would have to buy photo paper separately. In addition, you'll also want to have your regular plain paper bought separately as well. So as we open up the box, you're going to have your user manual, your physical copy. Of course, you can get the digital copy and you can download the driver for this printer directly on your Windows or Mac operating system. In this box, you're going to have your ink, your startup ink, and your power cable. Now, the really nice thing about these tank-based printers is that you can actually use third-party ink and there's no chips involved, so you're not going to have any trouble with the system. You're going to save a whole lot of money doing it this way, and the quality on these third-party inks, such as the ones that Best Printer sells, is very high quality. I'm going to be leaving a link down in the description below for some third-party ink. One final thing I forgot to mention is you do have print heads in the box that do need to be installed on the printer. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that briefly here in this video, but I do have a dedicated video for that as well. This is the third-party ink I was talking about. Most likely you will be buying directly from us or an approved brand that we have partnered with. Of course, you do have a glass scanner on this printer. It's a pretty standard size, 8.5 by 11 up to A4. Of course, to begin the setup process, we want to actually plug the printer in, and that's before you actually install the ink. You're going to be powering this printer on. Remove any blue tape that you may have on the printer, and of course, the input to plug in the power cable is on the back of the printer. You also have an A to B cable input. Now, this is going to allow you to connect directly to your computer or laptop. This comes in really handy if you don't want to do wireless printing, but of course, this printer does do wireless printing. The A to B cable, that other end, will connect to your laptop or computer, and you can actually download the driver directly onto that device and begin using the printer. If you're not going to go that route, then you're going to want to use the HP Smart app, and you'll be able to start printing that way directly from your mobile phone or other wireless device. The one thing I really like about this HP SmartTank printer is that the ink tank nozzles and the tanks themselves are on the inside of the printer, whereas on some other brands, on some other models, they're on the outside. So just a better look there. This is, of course, the ink supply lines. That's where the ink goes to the print head. And so once we are done with that process of making sure everything is settled on the inside of the printer, removing any of that plastic or tape, we're now going to begin the process of installing the ink bottles. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a separate video showing you how to do this process and explaining a little bit more, but basically you're just taking the bottle and placing the right colored bottle into the correct colored tank. So in this case, the black is to the left and the colors are to the right. You're simply flipping the bottle upside down and clicking it in place, and you're making sure that the ink is flowing. If it is not flowing, you can move it a little bit up and down, and that should allow for the ink to begin flowing. Now, it is advertised that there is 2 years of ink included, and that really needs to be explored a little bit because that really depends on your usage. The amount of input and the amount of printing, the amount of types of printing, so photo printing, that's really going to determine the actual usage and the amount of ink that you end up consuming or not consuming at the end of the day. Again, linked down below is our third-party ink. It's going to be a lot less expensive than the HP ink. Now, you do have print heads that need to be installed on this printer, and these print heads are separate, color and black. The good thing about having removable print heads is that you can replace them if they ever become clogged, or you can actually clean them, which I do have a separate video on for this printer. Now to get to the inside of the printer, you're going to lift the top of the printer and you can see that the ink supply lines already have ink. So you definitely want to make sure that at this point you install the print heads. You're going to click on that blue tab, and that orange piece that is there in the print head carriage, you're actually going to remove that immediately, throw that in the trash, and you can now begin the process of installing your print heads. You're going to remove any plastic, any tape that is around the print head. You're going to be holding it straight like this, and then you can push it right down in there, installing it. And that is the correct way to install, which is making sure that you have it facing forward. And there are connectors on the front of the print head. You can make sure that you take a look at that. That is the side that needs to be facing forward, and that is actually going to make the connection with the print head carriage. So holding it just like this, placing it right down in there, this is the correct way to install both of these print heads. This printer does have double-sided printing, which is really interesting with this being an entry-level HP SmartTank printer, but you do have that capacity. You also do have faster printing speeds, 12 pages per minute with black and 7 pages per minute with color prints. Now, this is your paper tray. I mentioned earlier 150 sheets of paper that you can fit in here. That's plain paper. Now, if you do photo paper, it's going to be less than that. Envelopes, it's going to be less than that. Cardstock is going to be less. But regular plain paper, 8.5 by 11, you can fit 150 sheets of plain paper in this paper tray. That is a good size, and that is really going to allow you to have a lot of capacity right up from the beginning. And again, this being an entry-level printer, that is a really great feature. Now, one of the things you want to do when you are actually setting up this printer, and at this point you will need to be connected with the HP Smart app. I'll be showing you how to do that a little later here in this video. You can skip around and get to that point. But at this point we have set up, and we are now printing off an alignment page. This alignment page then needs to be scanned. That scanning is going to allow the print head to be aligned totally with the way it needs to be so that you can begin printing normally. So once the alignment page is scanned, it's going to print off a second alignment page, and that should just really indicate that the alignment is complete. Now what we're doing is we're looking up HP Smart app in our app store. You can do this with Apple or Android. All we're doing here is downloading the HP Smart app, and this app is going to allow us to print directly from our smartphone, or you could be using an iPad or some other device that has app capabilities. Essentially what we're doing is we're going in and choosing a new printer, and we want to make sure that at this point we will have our printer that shows up on the app. Click on that printer. And the first thing we need to do is connect to Wi-Fi. Again, I'll be doing a separate video showing you how to connect to Wi-Fi, but here in this video, basically all you're needing to do is you're going to put in your password for the Wi-Fi network that you have at home or at work, wherever you are. And once you start this process, it'll take you through some different prompts. You may need to go back and forth with some different information. Make sure you have the right password, but ultimately you will get to the point where you need to click on this button, this information button on the printer that indicates to the app that you are nearby. Now, this printer does have the standard self-healing Wi-Fi. It's a newer feature, but basically what self-healing Wi-Fi is, it refers to a wireless network that can be automatically detected and resolve connectivity issues without the user's intervention. So it's just really nice to have that, so you don't have to constantly be checking on your Wi-Fi and reconnecting and solving different problems. Self-healing Wi-Fi really takes care of all of that. So once you get through the Wi-Fi process, the HP Smart app has a lot of different options for you to print photos and different types of documents. So here we have the back of the printer, and you do have a dedicated compartment where you can remove any paper jams, any paper errors that will most likely be able to be resolved through this window. Sometimes it's the smaller things on these printers that really do make a big difference, because without that, you would probably struggle to remove some paper jams if you had to do it the other way. Overall, this is an excellent starter HP SmartTank printer. If you're looking to get into tank printers, this is a great option. A lot of different capabilities, a lot of different features that you really will find useful. You're going to end up saving a lot with bottled ink. You have all of the up-to-date features, the Wi-Fi, the wireless connectivity, but then also the ability to connect with the USB, which is always very useful. Overall, this is a good sturdy printer. just starting out, if you don't need all the bells and whistles, this has the base functionality and a little bit above. It is missing a screen. It has a very small monochrome screen, but that's not the end of the world. I hope this video ended up being helpful. If it was, please make sure to like the video. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. And remember all the product links that I ended up talking about throughout this video that are linked down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I handpicked 2 videos that are here on the screen for you to watch next. Also consider subscribing to this channel. There's so much helpful content for you if you're a printer owner, and it's just good to have a resource like this for you in the future, whether you're dealing with a printer that's not printing well or you need more printer recommendations. So I look forward to seeing you again in another video.